Greetings, YouTube. Today is October 26th. In 2 weeks and a few days, the United States of America will be holding its midterm elections on November 6th. This is an opportunity for progressives in the nation to step up to the ballot box, literally, and do our part to drive the GOP out of office. It would be nice if we could just drive them off the continent, but that isn't an option. So, to say that I want to go, vote, 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 is an understatement. We have an opportunity here. And one of the problems is that during midterm elections in the United States, there is often a 30% drop in voter turnout. And what we need is about a 30% increase in voter turnout over the 2016 elections. We need every single registered Democratic voter out there to go and vote for the most progressive candidate they have available to them. If you are 18 years old, whether you're 88 years old, if you are a progressive Democratic voter, get your ass out of your seat and to the polling station. Now, I'm lucky. My polling station is literally a block and a half away. I can walk there with my wife. That's what we do every time we go to vote. I walk there, I vote, I leave. I usually thank one of the people who is out there with a little sign from a Democratic candidate. It doesn't really matter who it is, as long as I walk up to one of them and I thank them personally. I make it clear to everyone around me which side I'm supporting. I gotta tell you, I'm really tempted this time around when I'm leaving to thank one of the Democratic supporters outside, then turn around and flip off the Republicans. Now I know there's a lot of people out there right now, they're feeling, oh, I don't want to get up. It's my vote doesn't count, which is bullshit. Oh, I'm busy, which is also bullshit. The future of this country and your children and your grandchildren are on the fucking line. Your vote counts. If it didn't count, the GOP wouldn't be doing as much as they currently are to make sure you can't vote. Closing polling stations, kicking people off the registration rolls, enforcing voter ID laws. They're doing everything in their power to make sure that Democrat votes don't make it into that ballot box. And they're doing it because they know if more Democrats vote, they lose. And the only way that they can win is through cheating. So don't let them cheat. Don't let them steal your voice and your vote. I had a guy once at my company years ago, and he knows that I'm more computer savvy than he is. Take my word for it, I'm not that computer savvy, but I am still vastly more computer savvy than he was. And he asked me about those, nanny programs that you can get, the software that monitors what your kid is accessing and blocks all these different places so the kid cannot access sites that the parent does not agree with. Besides the fact that almost any child with the modicum of intelligence can get around them, I looked him in the eye and I said, tell me something. I said, if I was out to walk outside right now and pick 10 random people off the street and say, okay, these people right here are going to decide what your kid can access on the computer, would you do that? He said, of course I wouldn't. I said, exactly, which is why you don't want those nanny programs. Not to mention, many of the people that have produced those types of software are in fact evangelical Christians, hardcore fundamentalists. So, for example, if your daughter would like to access something about breast cancer or birth control, that software could very likely stop her from doing that because they consider that to be inappropriate for someone under 18 to learn about, even though it's about her own body and she has the right to have information about it. Bingo. 2018. You don't vote. You're letting hardcore fundamentalist Christians and social conservatives decide your future and the future of your family. Do you want that to happen? Do you want social conservatives deciding for you whether women can have access to their own bodies? Whether gay people and trans people are considered people? Whether people of color will have the same legal standing as people who have the same melanin content as I do? You need to fight the social conservatives. You need to fight the red caps. And the only way you're going to do that is getting off your ass and into the polling booth. It's up to you. And as a parting message for any out there who may be of the conservative sort, who may actually want to put on one of those red caps if they're already wearing one. In 2016, you had plausible deniability about the GOP and the orange shitgibbon currently sitting in the White House. You no longer have that. The GOP is the party of white supremacy. If you vote for the GOP in 2018, you are declaring yourself to be a white supremacist. So fuck you and everyone you know. You are a traitor to American ideals, you are anti-American, and I'd really love if you'd just leave. You are pro-fascist. And you know something? America had a tradition of knowing what to do to fascists. We did a really good job back in the 1940s. I'm starting to think that, maybe we should bring that tradition back. So on November 6th, get out and vote. You have the power to change the future. Use it.